Yo, welcome back to the DNB Archive. It's Denver here. Hope you're all doing well. I've got a little Simula breakdown for you guys. Shout out to my boy Inverse Audio for this video. If you haven't seen his already, go and check it out. If you want this FLP, comment down below, and I might drop it soon. Yeah, I'm gonna play it out for you quick, and then we'll jump straight in.
You should have rolled when you had the chance, Spearman.
Just before we get into the video, I would like to introduce you guys to the DMV Archive Volume 1 sample pack. This pack includes 111 high quality presets and samples, some of which are used in previous videos. There is currently 10% off at the dnbarchive.co.uk, so check it out. Cheers, enjoy the video. So I'm going to start with the drums. We have some Volume 2 samples from the archive. I've got this kick, which is now my new favourite thing. Processing simple, just got an EQ on the kick, an end cymbal on the clap, which makes it a bit wider and adds some chorus to it. Got some saturation knob and a lot of saturation, and just a simple EQ. That is layered with this magic clap here, which gives it a bit of extra crispness. We then also have this little loop here as well, which is from the pack. Gives it a lot of extra bounce, and I have these little like deep like boom bap kind of hi-hats there as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all for the drums. I kept them reasonably simple because that's not really the main focus of this tutorial. And Simula keeps his drums simple usually, but hard hitting and a bit unique. Right, I'll jump into what I've done in the intro first. It's quite simple. Just have some simple ambiences, some more ambiences, some dark ones. Have this like little weird white noise kind of thing. Another ambience here, which is really quite dark. Another like whisper kind of effect, if you can hear this. Why is that? Ah, well done. That just adds some weirdness to the track overall. Then some white noise, as per usual. I have no bird sounds today, unfortunately, because I don't really think it suited the vibe. Then comes in, we've got tons of little white noise breaks, which I've added. And some blood-wrenching scream, which is quite horrible to be honest. Bits though.
You should have rolled when you had the chance, Spearman.
Some Western cowboy quote, which I found on YouTube, and I just used it because I thought it sounded sick. So I used that just before the drop, and that ambience is literally just as simple as it is. Just creates the vibe, overall kind of like haunted theme. I have just some EQ on some of the ambiences to bring out some of the lows, bring down some of the lows. But yeah, that's it for ambience. So moving on to the drop, I'm going to play this again for you quickly, just so you can remember what it sounds like.
You should have rolled when you had the chance, Spearman. Yeah, so first bass I have here is a little like this. I have two layers, one's a sub and one's the upper layer. It's on 9, so let's break down 9. Basically a resonance on the filter and just a normal square wave, with the wave positions turned a bit like that. That's as simple as it gets. But the resonance makes such a big difference. I'll turn it off. That's it without the resonance. Use this little peak here, and this little LFO to affect that. Effects wise, just some hyper and some distortion and asymmetric. Literally just like that, and I've layered it with this little white noise to add some, like, I don't know, authenticity to it. Next bass I have is this one, which is also just a square wave. As you can hear, Simula uses a lot in these tunes, which is literally just a downsample distortion, which makes it sound like a robot kind of. That's it without. Some hyper, and basically it's just a square wave, that's all it is, with this cut off here and resonance. So turn the resonance up a bit and like modulate the cut off with this LFO, and that is that sound in a nutshell. You hear it in a lot of Simula's tunes. It's such a simple sound. Definitely one of the more simple sounds he uses, because the rest are absolutely insane. But it sounds so good. The rest is just this sine wave, literally just a normal sub. So it adds like a little extra layer to it. Next is this bass. It's quite simple again. Sine wave and a scout wavetable. The FM from B is modulated for this LFO. So is the noise, and so well, no, this is just a peak. Sounds really cool. You can modulate the resonance as well, so do you know what I mean? It adds a little bit. But for this instance, we're not doing that. Effects wise, we have some hyper, some tube distortion, and just a little EQ to raise the highs a bit. Sounds really cool in context. Oh. For this one, it's the same. It's just a saw table, but this modulates the cutoff. Instead of it going like wah wah wah, it just goes up. And this is a pitch bended up. Same thing there. That is basically it. I just had these little like reverse piano sample from a song. That came in at the end with some white noise and a little riser, and that is basically the track as a whole. I'll play it back to you now and see what you think. But I hope you guys have enjoyed and learned something today. I know it was only a short one, but I thought I'd show you some of the sounds that he tends to use. Well, I've tried to recreate them anyway. It's not sounding perfect, obviously, because he's an absolute wizard. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'll play this one out for you, and yeah, I'll catch you later.
You should have rolled when you had the chance, Spearman.